Hello, what's up, traders? This is gonna be a weekly recap of all the trades I took on Euro USD and all the ones I have proof of entering them, executing them on my Instagram, Mauro Trades FX. So this is where the week started. Let me go to my actual chart so you can see the trades before. So let me go to 1 hour. So this is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So I'm gonna break down each one of them on a separate chart. Let's do the capital.com. All right. So every week I start the week doing this. I mark the previous week low, my PWL, and my previous week high as my PWH. So what I saw on Monday was the price opened with a gap and immediately traded below the previous week low. So right on Monday, I was expecting price to be bullish, at least to close this opening gap. So the gap was from somewhere like that, all the way there. So because I was doing the videos for the free course in Portuguese, sorry guys, I only entered on that order block right there. That's it. That was my only entry on Monday. Was a 10 pip stop loss that was targeting just to close the gap. That was my trade. And these boxes you see, let me just explain real quick. So this is my kill zone. This is from 2 to 5. So that's Frankfurt. The red box and the blue box is my London, which starts at 3 a.m. New York time. And then the green one is the New York one. So yeah. So this is my London kill zone, and that green box would be my New York kill zone. So this was my only trade on Monday, right? So we closed the gap fully during Asia on Tuesday. So this was my trade. Let me go back to the chart. I don't want to go back and forth, but we'll have to do it a few times. So that was the order block. That was 10 pips stop loss, and I was targeting that. I closed around 80% here, and then I was trying to see if we could go all the way up to PDH, so Friday's high. It didn't happen, so it ended up being a break even. But on this day, I was expecting a pullback. Let me go back to the clean chart. I was expecting a pullback because of how messy this price action was. So I was like, this should go. And then I was expecting the extreme here to hold. And then I took a loss here. I'm going to explain. But this is Monday, one trade. Tuesday. So as you know, if you follow me, I don't trade Asia. And if I want to sell, if my bias is to sell on a particular day, what I'm gonna do is wait for Asia high to be taken out. So let's draw the kill zones again. 2 to 5. Yep. And then 7 to 10. So London kill zone, what happened? Price came into, that was the first POI above Asia high, right? So I start trading here, price runs up there. I could have done this, which I do so many times, but because it got there very close to London Open usually stop hands at least one swing high. So that's a swing high. It has a lower high to the left and then a lower high to the right. So that's a swing high. So that's liquidity. What I did was wait for that to go, and I entered somewhere there with the 12 pip stop around that. Yeah, just to cover that, and I was targeting Asia low. That was a hedge at this point because I was still holding this, but it was very little. So I decided to take full profits here. Okay. And then my Q zone was done, so I do nothing here. But what I saw was this support, break, become resistance. So I looked at this as liquidity. So what I did when price went to the extreme demand, I bought. So right here, it was just, and it was 9. So it was 1 hour before New York Q zone would finish. So I just did this. I was up for the day. So that was around 12 or 11 pips. And I was targeting that break and retest liquidity. So what happens? It starts reacting, but then it just, I don't know if that was news. It looks like it. And then it took me out. So that was my trades for Tuesday. And then because I thought that was news, I thought this low wouldn't hold. And I started Wednesday with a sell bias. So I wanted to sell to these lows. So that was Asia again. Let's draw Q zones. London. See New York. All right. So Frankfurt opens and I see it just shoots up. And this happens a lot. So I'm going to delete this line for previous week low. As soon as it takes this, I jumped to the 1 minute and I was trying to sell to this low because it just opened and went up. I was trying to sell to this low or Asia low. So on the 1 minute, this is what I did. Monday, no, Wednesday. Yeah. So I saw the run on these buy side stops, and I saw a swing low being taken out, which validates my trade. That could be an entry. I didn't take that. I waited for another one. Then I saw this FEG get respected, but I still didn't have the liquidity I wanted to see. I saw another break and then I saw this thing high. So that to me was the liquidity I needed. My inducement, and I saw just about that high, and I covered all the way to this high. It was a 4 pip. And then I was trying to get this low to go. The low of Frankfurt up to that point. So I start moving and then I posted TP or break even. Many people said TP, but it was a break even at the end. Anyway, this was done. London Open seems to have moved down. That was a fake move and then it exploded up. And then what I saw was on the previous day, what am I? Yeah, previous day, New York, I had these relative equal highs, swing high and this, that makes liquidity. So once it took that high. It took that high, I think, on the um, maybe that's why I didn't buy. FXCM, I think it took it. Yeah, it took it slightly on FXCM. Maybe. Yeah, it took it slightly, if you can see. And I just hit sell with the stop loss above um, previous day's New York high. Let's go back. So that was the trade right there with the stop loss above that swing high. That was risky because that was my target for that. But I just saw this run on all these stops, including that high, and yeah, price had to retrace. That's how I operate. So one more thing is right here, before I got break even on this one, price created relative equal lows. So I had two targets for this. One would be the equal lows getting taken out, and then this. This was my last TP, Frankfurt low, and that was it. That was my trades on Wednesday. And then we eventually came and took out Asia low. I could have bought here, but I didn't because, as I said, I was expecting this low to go and then I was going to buy all the way up. So I missed all of this because I didn't trust this was the move. But there was definitely opportunities to capitalize on here. But honestly, not in my plan. Let me see if I can see anything. I didn't enter any of this. Um, I don't like the price action. But again, we have this break and retest liquidity on this swing high. You could use that as your inducement and then use that order block to enter a trade. I didn't do that, so I'm not even going to talk about it that much. But the thing is, I missed a nice move, a very nice move. So all the way up, all the way up. So that was 125 pips, almost. So let's go to the 1 hour to see the next day's trade. So that was Wednesday. FOMC helped this as well, but it is what it is. That was my POI on the 1 hour for this day. I was expecting price to retrace and then to buy again. All right. So that was the idea going into Thursday. What happened? Let's go 15-minute. London kill zone 2 to 5. 2 to 5. All right. New York kill zone. It is 7 to 10. That's it. So what happened? Again, Frankfurt opens, elite attacks this high almost immediately. 2 candles. Takes it out. And at this point, I was on the 5 actually. And I executed somewhere in there. I had a 12 pip stop. That's all I know from here. A 7 pip, not a 12, a 7 pip stop. And I was targeting this. So it was somewhere there. That was just based on liquidity. It wasn't based on the mitigation of the 1 hour. So I was trying to buy to Asia low. Oh, sorry. I was going to sell to Asia low, which is what I did, and then buy it back to the mitigation of the 1 hour zone. But there was never an opportunity to buy here. To me, after Asia low was taken out, what I wanted to see was this high being taken, and it wasn't. Then I could buy here for the confirmation. I usually just execute, but if I don't have a good POI to put my stop loss below, I didn't see anything really nice here to be like, oh, it's rejecting that, let me put my stop loss below it. So it was just a rejection, and I was waiting for the confirmation, which didn't happen. It just went up. As it went up, it broke here. This is the break and retest, which makes this liquidity for New York. That's liquidity. All right. So I missed all these moves, and they eventually got there. So there's no trade here. It's outside of ours. It then gets here, right? And here I went straight to the 1 minute because it was on the extreme of that 1 hour zone. So there was a first mitigation right here, but it was outside of the kill zone, like a few minutes, 5 minutes before. So once it went up, I went to the 1 minute and I was waiting for that swing low to get taken out and confirm that order flow is going back to bearish. And this only happened right there. So that's what I was waiting for, right? So here I executed 3 trades. So the stop hunt, right? So what happened? So there was a break and retest right there, and then it drops, making this liquidity. So I believe I entered somewhere here or in the wick, somewhere there. And then I covered. I kept executing. I think I had 3 trades. Some had the stop loss just above the 1 minute high, but there was one, the biggest one, I had the stop loss all the way above. Neither of them got taken out. But I was targeting this low on one, this break and retest liquidity on the other, and on the biggest one, I was targeting London low, and that was the trade. But before it got there, I got stopped at break even, and I even posted unlucky. It just happened. It went back. It was very volatile. I think there were news or some speech going on. Went up, took me out, and then it just melted. Just melted there, right? Let me just confirm that these were the trades. Let's go back to Thursday. Yeah, up to here. So that's that break and retest that I was targeting first, and then London low last TP. Let's go back to capital.com, 1 hour. What did I see after it melted? So I mean, this whole push, if you draw a fib, you see this in discount, how many people will try to buy on this order block? Plenty. So I was gonna use that liquidity. That's all I did to catch the buy from here. 1 minute after it took that, I need to see a swing high get So that's the stop hunt on the order block. I like swing highs that balanced a FVG in the opposite direction. So I'm trying to buy. I see a swing high that balanced a bearish imbalance or inefficiency, FVG. And that was perfect. That was right there. Right there. Confirmation. And then I just grabbed, it was either this or that. It's one of the other blocks. I have to see. I think this one was a premature entry, but no. Then what was I targeting first? This low, like for the retest potentially. Oh, let me see. Let me not juggle. Oh, let me see. FXEM. Just so I know what I'm talking about. I don't remember fully what I did. Yeah, I think that was it. Yes. This, and I was targeting that support as it could become resistance now. So that was the first entry. Let me go back to a clean one. Yeah, that was one entry there. And the other one was after this other swing high was taken, and that's basically ICT type of trade. I entered on the FVG somewhere there, stop loss here, TP there, that's it. But somewhere here, yeah, something like that. Let's go to FXCM and confirm real quick. Yeah, that's it. And then there was a confirmation on the 1 minute. Yeah, so this, yeah. So this one, it's just a simple 1 minute confirmation entry. Let's go back. What happened here? That's your break, that's your retest push. This become your liquidity. And there was a clean order block here in the 1 minute. That's it. That's all you need. And then my stop loss was below this low, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere around the close. And now that was the retest, break, support becomes resistance. I was trying to target this high. I was trying to do something like this. And eventually it came to break even here. And at this point I said maybe liquidity for tomorrow, but on the same day, it seems like this was a late entry. So Qzone ended here. I entered a bit late. So I didn't re-enter here. And then price just pushed all the way up. And that was Thursday done. So for Friday, I used the 4 hour. And I used one of the ways I identify supports, this rejection block that becomes now, it wasn't respected here, but it was respected on the way back, right there. So Friday opened. Look at that, Asia. It's just a bunch of liquidity void left behind. So I was bearish for the session, at least for the pullback. Um, so a lot of liquidity void. So I was like, let me sell it. If it reacts to that support, now is resistance. So just pushed, got to the zone, and as soon as we stop hunted that high, and the kill zone was about to finish. I think it was 15 minutes prior. It closed, and I hit right on this candle with a stop loss of 8 pips, around 8 pips, 8.2 pips. And I was targeting first the low of Frankfurt, as I did on this day. Same target. So this is what happened. Yep, it got hit, and somewhere here I got a continuation trade, and I called it out on one of my friends' groups. And that's one of the setups I'm going to show for the free course I'm showing. It's just a simple stop hunt, break and retest, sell above the liquidity of the retest. Basically, that's all you need to do. And because I had an FVG here, I made sure my stop loss covered this FVG. So I entered somewhere there with a 5 pip stop, somewhere there. And I was targeting this low for the 1 to 4. They took it out. I hope you see what happened here. That's support. Why this, not all this? Because that's the last one before the stop hunt. So that's the support before the stop hunt. It breaks, it retests, it drops, creates this liquidity, swing high, takes it out, drops, and hits TP here. And yeah, this is it. And then if we go to the 15 minute, 30 minutes, I don't know what chart I was looking at, but I said on my Instagram, when price got here, I said hedge. I was suggesting a hedge because I was still holding some of the sell. And then I saw these hidden bays on the 30 minute and 15 minute, which is just a hidden demand, a hidden order block, hidden whatever. Price is sensitive to these zones. Let me delete the FEG. On the 5 minute, it was an IPA, imbalance, close, candle, and just hit this. And I was trying to get the break and retest liquidity for this, if I'm not mistaken. No, I think my TP, because I got a break even for this one. I think I was trying to target the other block here. Yeah, I got a break even for this. I had 2 trades. I don't know where the other one was right on the stop hunt. Right there. Same target. This one hit. So this one was here. That was a break even. Let me go to FXCM so you can see. Yeah, first one didn't. Then I entered 3 trades here, 2 hit TP here. The runner got stopped out at break even around here. Now I was trying to target London high for the remaining trade. So I executed 2 trades. You can see the screenshots on more entries on the highlights on Mauro Trades FX Instagram. So that was it. That was it. As you can see, all of the trades were executed inside the kill zones. No trades outside of it. All of the trades inside the kill zone. Apart, I would say maybe this was just outside, but it was right at 10. So I just executed it. It ended up being a break-even trade, so it doesn't really matter. But this is it, man. This is how I tried to trade last week. And it was a pretty good week. I had this loss and then no losses. I had a few break evens here and there, and that's it. That's it. This was my trading week, and hopefully, we have a better week next week. So I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a like. Please subscribe if you're not a subscriber yet. As per, let me check. Where's my phone? It's not here. Um, as per a poll that I did on Instagram, more people want to see recaps like this than seeing what is it? Weekly outlooks, like my predictions for the week. So I'll do one of this every weekend so you can see the trades I took and why I took them. And yeah, whenever I can, I'm going to upload the weekly outlook as well. But as you guys asked for it, so I'm going to stick to weekly recaps for now, just for now. And because I'm busy doing the course for the Portuguese community on YouTube, so yeah. Anyway, guys, peace out. God bless you all. I'll see you in the next video.